Hello and welcome to this short presentation about how to apply for the UQ Abroad Student Exchange Program at the University of Queensland. Throughout this presentation, I'll be referring to the UQ Abroad website to help you understand how to navigate your way around. So please familiarise yourself with the web address www.uq.edu.au/UQ Abroad. Before we start, please ensure that you have completed your research into Exchange by doing the following. Scroll down and open up the Steps for Going on Exchange document. This document will take you through all of the steps that you need to complete for your research and for the rest of the process of UQ Abroad. From 1 to 10. Back on the home page, once you have decided upon your top 3 preferences of host university, it's time to fill in the UQ Abroad application form and study plan. Please find the documents here, in the Apply button. Apply to UQ Abroad. Please open up the UQ Abroad application form. The UQ Abroad application form is quite straightforward and shouldn't take you too long to fill in. Section 1 is all about you, your personal details, including an emergency contact, who you would like UQ Abroad to contact and able to discuss your exchange with. Section 2 is all about your exchange preferences, how long you wish to go on exchange for, 1 or 2 semesters, in which year, in which UQ semester, and if you'll be going on exchange in your final semester. Please ensure that you list your top 3 preferences of host university. Given the popularity of some exchange partner universities, you cannot be guaranteed a place at your first preference host university, so please make sure that you have thoroughly researched your second and third preferences to make sure that they are viable alternatives. Section 3 is about finances. UQ Abroad requires you to complete a rough guesstimate financial plan for your exchange. Your application will not be accepted or denied on the basis of this plan, but you do need to think carefully about how much it will cost to go on exchange and where the money will be coming from. For more information on costs and scholarships and other sources of financial assistance for exchange, please watch the Costs and Scholarships presentation in this series. Section 4 is where you can specify whether you require special conditions or other assistance for your studies based on a medical condition or disability. Most host universities will be able to accommodate you, but prior notification will be required. Section 5 requires you to write a personal statement about why you wish to go on exchange. What are your expectations and motivations? What challenges might you come up against? And how will you go about managing them? Please write a minimum of 250 words. Sections 6, 7 and 8 are consent and disclosure clauses that allow UQ Abroad to share relevant information with host universities, the delegates you authorise, and other students taking part in the exchange program. Please ensure you sign and date all relevant sections. Section 9 is a checklist that you must go through before submitting your application to UQ Abroad to ensure that your application is full and complete. Please take note of the additional documents that you may need to submit with the application form. If you wish to study mainstream courses at the host university in a foreign language, then you will need to prove to us that you have a high enough level of spoken and written language to study in that foreign language at the host university. You will need to have an assessment of language proficiency form signed by your language professor or tutor here at UQ and submit this with your application for exchange. You must submit an original study plan and all course profiles directly to UQ Abroad with your application form. UQ Abroad will distribute your study plan to the appropriate faculty or faculties after your eligibility and allocation of host university have been confirmed. A copy of your passport must also accompany your application for exchange. Please note that you must have 6 months validity on your passport after you return from your exchange. So if you need to renew your passport, please do it now. Now onto the study plan. This document is the key to your exchange. If you cannot find courses at your host university that will give you credit towards your UQ degree, as approved on this study plan document, then your exchange cannot proceed. Please note that a study plan should only be completed and submitted to UQ Abroad with your application for your first preference host university. You should go through the same research process for your second and third preference host universities, but a formal study plan is only prepared for your first preference host university. Section 1 of the form is all about you, your personal and academic details, your current UQ program and majors, if it is a dual degree, which component credit is being sought for, and information about any change in program that you have taken during your time at UQ. This is followed by details of your first preference host university and the timing of your exchange. Section 2 is where you list the host university courses that you are seeking approval for in the left-hand columns. Please include a course code and title if possible, and include the course value in the local credit value system in the third column. If the host university course is listed in the credit precedent database, then please also include the database ID code in column 4. The final column is where you list the ideal 4 UQ courses that you wish to gain credit for upon successful completion of your exchange. Your UQ school and faculty will have the ultimate say on whether or not these host university courses can be approved for your exchange and what they will give credit for upon your return to UQ, and this is in section 3. When completing your study plan, please list double the number of courses required at the host university to make up a standard full-time load. The standard study load at the host university may be 30 ECTS, 15 credits, or 60 units, for example. Please refer to the host university information page on the UQ Abroad website to find out exactly what the full-time study load requirement is at your preferred host university. It is recommended that you list double the number of courses required so that you have backup options ready to go when it's time to enrol at the host university, and you find that courses are no longer on offer, they're closed to international students, they aren't taught in English after all, or the many other reasons why exchange students often struggle to enrol in courses at the host university. Please feel free to have multiple pages to your study plan to accommodate this double load of courses for approval. Please ensure that you also attach all available course profiles to your study plan for the courses that you have listed from the host university, making sure that the web link is clearly visible and printed out also, so that the faculty can go to the same web page that you went to double check the information provided. Keep in mind that most host universities do not provide as much detail as UQ does in their course profiles, but please find as much detail as you can to facilitate the approvals process. Further instructions and reminders are on page 2 of the study plan document, so please make sure that you read carefully through all of these as well. Please ensure that your application and study plan are submitted to UQ Abroad by the relevant application deadlines. The 31st of May for an exchange in semester 1 of the following year, or the 31st of October for an exchange in semester 2 of the following year. The application can be handed in hard copy to the UQ Abroad office or emailed to us at uqabroad@uq.edu.au. You will hear back from UQ Abroad approximately 8 weeks after the application deadline. This allows time for you to sit your exams after the application deadline and for grades to be released, so that we can incorporate your most recent grades into your cumulative GPA. If you wish to find out more about the UQ Abroad Exchange Program, please watch the other presentations in this series that you can find on the Information Sessions button. You may also wish to attend a discovery session, and the details of all these sessions are listed here. Another source of information are the FAQs, and always feel free to contact UQ Abroad through the web inquiry, through our email address, by visiting us in the resource room, or giving us a phone call. The UQ Abroad team looks forward to working with you in the coming semesters to organise your exchange and welcomes any questions you may have. Thank you for listening.